Hello! I would like to welcome you to the Laramy-K Optician Works Training Center, where we have a companion piece to that video right there. Now, in that video, we cover almost everything about matching lens powers to material. The only thing we didn't cover was what that interaction sounds like when you're working with a customer. So let's do that today. This video and the one that we just did on choosing lens style is all about developing your own presentation toolbox, or your shtick, if you will.
Call now within the next 20 minutes because we can't do this all day. You're going to get the big sticky absolutely free.
I've mentioned this before, and I'm sure that I'll mention it again. Be sure that you are saying the exact same thing to every customer. Yeah, you're going to be repeating yourself 3, 5, 10 times a day. Yeah, you're going to be repeating yourself. Yeah, you're going to be...
And now for something completely different.
But your customer only hears it once. And trust me, few things will come back and bite you on the bum faster than telling a customer one thing and their partner, husband, wife, or friend something else. And worth mentioning here, your store must speak a unified voice. Everyone must be saying the same thing. If your reception person shouldn't be fielding optical calls, well, put a stop to it. Or better yet, train them on the proper language. Now, as index goes up, so does the price of the lens. So yes, you're selling something here. That's your job, after all. But, big but.
Oh my God.
You are selling while being able to justify and explain your recommendations, because what you are saying is true. When we sit down with Kansi, the customer, in just a minute and role play, everything that I'm going to say to her is true. Now, there are a few things that we never ever say when talking about material because, well, they aren't true. We never ever say anything about safety or impact resistance. Never. Unless a lens is ground to safety thickness and placed in a safety frame, you have no idea how it will behave. Don't do it. Watch the other video. There are a few things that we never ever do when talking about material. We never ever sell a higher index because it is the corporate flavor of the month. I'll just leave that one there. And we never ever oversell, just use the appropriate material at all times. I think I just heard Kansi the customer pull up. As always, right on time, Kansi the customer has arrived. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing all right. Now, I mentioned this in the video that we just watched, hopefully before watching this one. And that is that it wasn't uncommon for me to be sitting at the dispensing table in this exact situation, and I'd have my lens catalog in my hand and the insurance information. I'd be flipping back and forth between the pages, and the customer would say,
what's going on?
And I would turn to that person and say, I'm trying to decide what the best material is going to be for this job.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, folks, it is okay to say, I'm thinking. You don't need to be like that, right? Build that confidence. What is the language? What are the things I'm going to say in order to guide her material choice? What material is the lens actually going to be made of? And I may say, looking at her lens powers that I have here, and I have her tray in front of me, saying, You're right on the edge. When do you wear these? Are these a backup for contacts, or is it something you wear all the time?
These are going to be backups for my contacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. In that case, we'll do the polycarbonate, the stuff we stock. I'll have them ready for you in 25 minutes.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Sounds great.
Good. On the other hand, she may say, when I say, is this a backup for contacts, or is this something you wear all the time?
Oh, I have to wear them all the time. Yeah.
Okay. All right. In that case, instead of the polycarbonate, why don't we do 160? It's going to make that edge just a little bit thinner for you.
Oh.
I may actually see a little bit better out of them.
That'd be great.
It might be a little prettier. So no, we don't stock that, but it'll be just a couple of days.
That's okay. I just want it to work.
Okay, perfect. In this case, I am simply going to tell her, because she doesn't really have a whole lot of choice. She chose a fully rimless frame, and I'm going to say, hey, we went with that beautiful fully rimless. I'm going to use a material called Trivex. It works really well for those. Super strong, polishes up beautiful, and you may actually see a little bit better as well.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Great, perfect. Another piece that I really like is, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You're a minus 850 and a minus 950. You know your powers are really high.
Oh, yeah.
Last time we got together, we did a 1.74. That is the thinnest lens that's available. We're just going to do that again.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it worked. It worked the last time.
Yeah. People with numbers like that, they're just used to it. They're used to paying a lot. They're willing to pay for the thinnest thing. Watch the other videos. The only time that I can say that is the thinnest material that's available is in a single vision stock in minus. Watch the other videos. Don't make the habit of saying that the 174 is the thinnest thing out there, because it isn't always. Your powers are high. They're not crazy high. I think a 167 would probably be the best. It's not the thinnest thing out there. It's not poly at the other end either.
Sure. Let's try it.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, we're just talking. Of course, it seems super easy, and she's saying yes, yes, yes to anything I say. But just listen to the language, and this will help you close these sales. I always like talking about the frame choice itself, what you've been wearing. We went up in size a little bit. That is going to make that edge thickness grow. Last time we used poly. Why don't we use a 160, so at least it's about the same instead of getting a little bit thicker on the edge.
Oh, yeah. That'd probably be good.
Okay, you may actually even see a little better.
Oh.
Always nice.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Good. You may also sell down. Wow, I don't know where you got your glasses last time, but whoa, total overkill for your powers. In fact, I would go 2 steps down. You're in a 167. I would go with Trivex. You're going to save some money, probably actually see a little bit better. You're not going to notice any difference in the edge thickness at all.
Great. Let's go for it.
Yeah, win-win, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Just listen to what we're talking about, listening to what the language sounds like. That's really about all there is to guiding your customer's choice on material. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching us on Facebook, please do give us a like. Watching us on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there in the corner. Make absolutely certain that whatever lens and whatever material that you choose comes from Laramy-K, and I will see you again next week.